This is NQ trading for October 31st, 2025. I was bearish on the Nasdaq, bearish for the New York session. I was looking at price to drop to that big fair value gap below. Higher time frame fair value gap. I pointed out my first partial, which was where I'm going to offload the bulk of the position, which was in about I think 5 risk to reward. Pointed out my sell entry there and my stop loss right above that inefficiency. So I waited patiently for price to trigger it. That was the next thing. Right there, seeing a good reaction. So the idea was this was a fixed sell breakout, and I'm looking for price to go against it and raid the buy side right there. That's a trigger my sell entry nicely. Right there, turtle soup short. I've always wished to know how to get turtle soup short entry, and I seem to be quite good with it nowadays. It's like I keep getting lucky. It's either lucky or experience. So that was a loss. I took $670 on the London session. I took a partial loss, but I'd already taken profit before that loss. So that's price dropping nicely, giving me good feedback of bearishness already. Hits a discounting efficiency. The expectation is for price to slice through it energetically. It should not support price. Instead, price should displace through it energetically. That's the idea. Look at price retracing right after hitting that equal lows. Price retraced energetically. Even the fair value gap above, already I'm looking at that fair value gap automatically. I say you break away gap. That fair value gap right at the midnight open. Price continues dropping. So it's quite an easy trade, and there was no drawdown at all. No drawdown. I didn't take this trade on the account because it was too quick for me to make any decisions, so I just had to tag myself along with it. And by the way, I had pointed out the sell, and I didn't want to act on the sell immediately on the account because of the 9:30 opening. I wanted to wait for volatility to settle first before I jump in. I didn't just want to sell like that knowing the 9:30 is opening and it just spike me out. But in this case, as seen, it went smoothly. Looking at that inefficient that price is in right now, the lower half should act as resistance to the downside, and the upper half should stay open. Look at that, the inefficiency. Price is staying in lower half. That's good bearish feedback. Price should stay in the lower half if bearish. The inefficiency above I'm looking at as a breakaway gap. That one should stay open. And look at that displacement away from the inefficiency. That's nice. That's real nice. think I've already copied it. I've copied it already. Right there, it gave me. Oh, it had given me my partial already. I didn't pay attention to that. Price had already given me my partial, so it was remaining to take my full target for the London. I left my London target intact. Price is at the new day opening gap right now. So the idea is I want to see price slice right through it. I want to see it displace right through it since bearish. Since price is heavily bearish. And it did right there. It did, arriving at my target nicely. And that was all for the New York AM session. That was where it gave me my targets fully. There. That'll be all. That's the last New York trading for Friday, the last trading day of the week. So next would be the New York PM session trading, which I took the trade on the account. Peace and love.